Southwest Jiaotong University. School of Architecture. Prepared by 202-122-0011, Basma Sami Omer. 202-122-0007, Muhammad Mokhtar. Professor, Zhou Xixiang. Teacher Assistant, Jingguan Ho. In this video, we would like to share with you our knowledge of this course. Landscape, to put it simply, takes a person as an analogy. Architecture is the skeleton of the human body, city is the blood of the human body, and landscape is equivalent to the appearance of a person. Expressing the beauty of the world and creatures has been one of the main applications of beauty in Quran, Surat al-Sajda, he who created all things in the best way. And Surat Luqman, he created the heavens without pillars as you see them, and put mountains upon the earth lest it might convulse with you, and he spread it with animals of all kinds. And we sent down water from the clouds, then caused to grow therein vegetation of every noble kind. As far as landscape, the south has the characteristics of the south, the north has the characteristics of the north, each province, each city has its own characteristics and culture. The differences just reflect the colorfulness of the area, so landscape design should be rooted where it is. When every landscape architect gets a project, the first question that comes to mind is how to make the landscape look good and practical, which is the exact opposite. The first thing that should be considered is the meaning of life, to pay attention to nature, combine nature, respect nature, to achieve the sustainability and ecology of landscape design. The principle and goal of design, saving water and land, emphasis on the use of renewable energy, restoration and protection of the integrity and diversity of local unique ecosystems will become new design trends. Therefore, modern landscape design fully respects the interdependent system of hydrology, climate, topography, soil, vegetation, and other ecosystems, and pays attention to maintaining ecological balance and healthy development. Ref Surat al-Rum, follow the nature designed by Allah, the nature according to which He has fashioned mankind. There is no altering the creation of Allah. Humanistic care, in landscape design, it divided into physical and psychological. Physical refers to the scale and color of the specific landscape elements in line with people's basic habits, and psychological refers to which makes people feel comfort, safe, and friendly. We divide it into three main points. One, environment/land. Assess landscape quality and determine restoration needs. Before developing the design, the designer evaluates the area to know the characteristics of the area. Landscape architects identify regional development opportunities and deficiencies, while also assessing landscape aspects, ecology, hydrology, characteristic landscapes, etc. For example, the park, located in the notorious Las Vegas Strip. The cutting-edge design of the park celebrates the context of the Mojave region and reinstates what Las Vegas once was, an oasis in the desert. Environmental protection. With the improvement of global environmental protection awareness, the importance of landscape design has become more and more prominent. For example, Lawrence S. Rockefeller Preserve, which shows us how a national park strikes a balance between a healthy environment, beauty, and human needs. Repair the polluted area. We all know that they have a negative impact on environmental health. For example, the Western Gas Factory, Amsterdam's heavily polluted areas were cleared. Revitalize the area into a public park and redevelop the buildings into spaces for artist studios, television, theater, and nightlife. With open grassland, hard surfaces for informal markets and secluded, private corners are interspersed between pathways aligned to principal circulation routes. The design also works with the remains of the old gas factory by opening up basements of former gas holders to create a pond and an aquatic garden. The recirculation and treatment of water by filtration and UV disinfection allows a high water quality to be maintained. Another example is Midland Railway Square, which has been designed as a new contemporary public space, interpreting the site's former use by transforming heavy rail infrastructure into new social infrastructure. Two, landscape elements in attractive and creativity way. Popular natural materials. Landscape should strive to make it as harmonious as possible with nature. This means applying natural materials as much as possible, such as seating, decoration, etc. Of course, the function of the project will determine the materials used, but at least it will be possible to implement wood or natural stone. For example, most Chengdu's parks, furniture, fence, boats, pavilions, etc. As you know, plants shape the beauty of the space. Let us see how. Roof gardens. The first thing that came to mind was that the garden was much prettier than a standard roof, but the other benefits were more pronounced. They are sustainable in many ways, such as purifying urban air, preserving rainwater, and increasing biodiversity. For example, a slightly different approach was taken by Cheng Architects in Singapore. Here, the dramatic stepped roof garden of Cornwall Garden Courtyard House serves as a natural filter for the rainwater that collects in the centrally located outdoor pool. Planted with indigenous species, the rooftop garden also provides the inhabitants and their extended family and friends with an informal area for play and relaxation. Green walls and facades. The green wall has its own benefits, which offer many benefits to urban and indoor spaces. They contribute to improving the quality of life, such as lowering the temperature of the summer air, reducing energy loss in buildings, and purifying the air. For example, People Park in Chengdu. Agriculture in urban areas. If you like to eat fruit, plant fruit or vegetable trees in your backyard is good idea. In addition to producing food, many trees can be used as decorative plants and have a beautiful appearance. China has many endemic plants used in medicine, landscaping, decoration, cooking, and as homes for wildlife. For example, lotus flowers, one of the most important flowers in Chinese culture for numerous reasons, including religious symbolism, marriage symbolism, art, and use as food. It symbolizes the ultimate purity of heart and mind as it rises untainted and beautiful from the mud. Expressing that through the Lotus Building, which stands on the artificial lake of the People's Park in Changzhou, located in Jiangsu Province in China. Agricultural improvement. A large part of the challenges facing urban agricultural systems at this stage are due to technological limitations. For example, irrigation systems, planting space, material restrictions, etc. For example, Hyven City Farm, New York. Waterscape. Moving to having fun with water, emperors have been interested in the element of water since ancient times. In addition to pools, water features can also take the form of fountains, ponds, water jets, canals, and even waterfalls, adding spatial dynamics or setting off tranquility depending on demand. For example, the Old Summer Palace, the masterpiece of Qing Dynasty, Humble Administrator's Garden, Lingyin Temple, etc. Provide the right configuration for the space. The appropriate spatial configuration is related to the implementation of appropriate plants, suitable road and shortcut planning, required planning elements, seats, bicycle parking, etc. Lighting is a powerful element. Lighting design is widely used around the world, and in addition to helping to reduce criminal activity and enhance safety, it can also be an artistic expression for landscape. Use color to build more attractive areas. Connect the past with the future. For example, Fujin Street, it knows as Noodle Street, you will find tailor shops and more shops on the street, art on walls, etc. Julin Street, it is a rich cultural style street, old blocks, but new lives which impressed me. Fuzi Street, Wang Fu Street, which jewelry talks their history. Huaxin Street, etc. All these are examples for how to connect past with future. And finally, a bird's eye view of the landscape should be amazing. We need to stand a little taller, such as on an airplane or a high-rise building, because if we look down, we will see a landscape that makes us forget to breathe. Three, mankind. People's needs. They want to enjoy their time outdoors as much as possible. Encourage social interaction. Improve the level of playground construction. Everyone knows the importance of growing up physically and mentally well in children. There are playgrounds all over the world. They are not only a space for children to jump and play, but also have beautiful landscapes with many practical and psychological functions. Provide outdoor recreation. If we exercise regularly, we reduce our chances of heart disease and stay healthy. For those who enjoy outdoor exercise, the open-air gymnasium will be the best area for leisure and social activities, free, easy to access and fun. Positive effect on human psychology and mood. Even if you take a walk or take a break in nature, not exercise or run, you will find that your mood will change. Nature has a huge impact on our mental and physical health. It was Chengdu. Preservation of historical, for example, the pagoda forest of Shaolin Temple in Dengfeng City, Zhaozhou Bridge, the Great Wall, Confucius Palace, Penglai Pavilion, Bell Tower, Drum Tower, Mount Qingcheng, Dujianjian River, Leshan Giant Buddha, Giant Panda, the Forbidden City, the Old Summer Palace, the masterpiece of Qing Dynasty, also known as Garden of All Gardens, Humble Administrator's Garden, etc. And this is my university gate.